I hope you're all doing well. I'm Patterson Howell, and I was assigned Max Worthington, the Chief Security Officer in the case of the killer robot. Max Worthington is not responsible in the case of the killer robot because he was not physically contributing to the project. He was the chief security officer at the company, and his job there was to make sure that the company was protected from outsiders and from internals, the employees that worked there, make sure they weren't doing anything wrong or suspicious, make sure nothing was being monitored that shouldn't have been, or things are being copied or stolen from the company. He wasn't really a physical security officer. He was more of a soft skills officer, which wanted to make sure the company was protected in all cases of vital information. Things that um, he could have done to help prevent the tragedy that happened. As the chief security officer, Max had access to electronic surveillance of the employees. He had access to emails and text receipts of what the employees were exchanging between one another and possibly employees at other locations. And with that, as you can see in the case, he was able to give those emails out to the press because he wanted to get to the bottom of the case. And in those emails, you can see that there are certain things in there that look suspicious, that aren't right. And he probably should have reported those right on the spot. Had he reported those right on the spot, things may have turned out differently, but we'll never know. That's just something that he probably should have done. But once again, he was not responsible because he wasn't physically working on the project. He was just doing his job as he was told. And who is most guilty? Well, Ray Johnson, the robotics division chief, should be the most guilty in the situation because as a leader, in that role, you're responsible for those under you, those that you are leading. You should be aware of what they're doing and how they're doing it and why they're doing it at all times. And he was aware of the problems and directed a fake software test, which is just crazy. He was so concerned about meeting the deadlines that he rushed the project. Things didn't turn out well. He also claimed that the user interface would save a disaster, which obviously it did not because that was bad too. But as a leader, you have to make sure that those under you are operating well and correctly at all times, which he did not do. He also did many bad things on his part, such as telling Randy, the programmer, that it didn't have to be perfect, knowing things that were wrong, knowing that Randy copied things, and there's just a lot of things that he should have done. Therefore, he is the most guilty person in this situation. Thank you.